Chop chop!
Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Gerchop here with another World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth Alpha video for you. Gonna be running another dungeon on my Protection Paladin. So looks like we're doing the dungeon Atal'Dazar. This is a pretty simple one. You got 4 bosses, 3 on the top layer and 1 down on the bottom. So we'll start out, we'll just run in here and go straight to the left and go to the first boss. So there's a few packs here, nothing too major. In fact, we'll go ahead and get the next pull going too. There isn't really anything about this dungeon that's particularly difficult. Just your basic standard, you know. These are stuns and your interrupts, and as you can see, they're not doing all that much damage to me. And you know, for testing purposes, they've got to scale down to level 110 with an appropriate eye level. So it should be pretty similar to how we see the dungeons in the state they're released in when Battle for Azeroth comes out. As far as Protection Paladin is concerned, nothing's really changed all that much from how things were in Legion. The abilities remain pretty much the same, and for right now the legendaries still work until 115, so I'm using the pants with the extra Avenger Shield proc. Well, looks like we got this guy back here. So the first boss is right up here. It's that priestess standing right there in the middle of them. It looks like we're doing pretty good on the damage front, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull the entire group along with the boss, and might have to pop a cooldown or two, but I'm sure it'll probably go alright. So this boss does an ability that kind of reminiscent of the original Hakar fight, where she'll start doing a channel that drains health from everybody. She drops these pools on the ground that put a dot on you, so when she starts trying to draw the transfusion from you, if you stand in the pools, it looks like it does damage to her instead of healing her like before. So the only real mechanic is to their fight, but like you can see, it's easy enough that you can pull that huge pack and still do it. Alright, so with her down, now we're just going to cut down through this little staircase. As you can see, that fire hurts. Here there's just packs of these little dinosaurs. They don't really do anything that big of a deal, but the pterodactyls here do a AoE fear, but it's interruptible, so it's not too bad. Yeah, and then that group over there likes to randomly get pulled. There we go. And then in the middle here you have some of these Triceratop mobs with a troll that's like a little mini boss or something. Again, nothing all that difficult. All the dungeons in the expansion so far are tuned pretty low. You know, probably with the intent of there being, you know, pretty good increased difficulties once Mythic Plus and, you know, the other difficulties come around. I don't know who it is because we don't have any kind of damage meters or anything like that, but it looks like someone in here is really cranking out some damage. I'm not used to seeing these mobs die so quickly. As you go up the stairs here, there's a bunch of cloaked mobs. They do a pretty good amount of damage. And then this pack over here to the right can be avoided, so you don't have to do any of the trash associated with the boss. This one's pretty easy. You just have to kill these totems before you can do any damage to him. But in the meantime, he does a leap that he puts that circle on the ground and leaps to it. Between that and the totem are the real main mechanics. After you do that, he starts shooting this green stuff all over the floor everywhere. And the higher difficulties, I'm sure it'll get to where it's a race to have him finished before the entire area is covered. So it's a little bit of a DPS race. On normal difficulty, there's plenty of room, plenty of time. So where did I get there? It looks like a haste and versatility mace. For this one, for this next one, I usually just like to jump off right here because I'm gonna wait till the boss passes down though. So that's the next boss, Razan. He's a big old T-Rex. The trick on this one is that you've got all these piles on the ground of these bones. Essentially what happens is if you step on those, they'll spawn a raptor, and so you'll have a raptor add to fight in addition to the boss. The boss also does a fear. It appears to be based on line of sight, but I'm not positive about that. So, yeah. So it looks like I got too close to that raptor on that one and spawned it. So we've got to. I'm just gonna stand here and bubble through the fear. It looks like everybody in the back was able to run around the corner of this pillar here. So the next thing that he does is he does this. He'll fixate on somebody, and then if he gets to you, you get sucked in his mouth, and he starts to chew on you for a bunch of damage. But yeah, not a hard boss as long as everybody is actively trying to avoid spawning more raptors. It looks like I got another trinket off of him there. So that passive haste trinket. That's cool. So now we're just gonna come back up here. Looks like two more of these Pterodactyls interrupt him. Just try to keep him from getting the fear off, even though it really doesn't matter down here. It's just annoying, if anything. You can mount up in here and make things go a little bit faster, but we're just about done at this point. I just run back across the center to Yasma. So right now it looks like this waterfall, as we approach it, it'll turn into some stairs. And then this is up ahead here. There's not really any more mobs, but there's this, I don't know, in the past we called it like a Frogger mechanic, where you have to just run past stuff, but once you get up to the top they stop. Does a fair amount of damage if you get hit and drop something on the floor, but nothing too bad. So everybody's fine, and kill the boss and finish the instance. Yeah, so she does this ability Soul Rend that it basically creates a mirror of you that then starts walking towards her. And pretty clear cut, you just want to kill it. And that's the end of that. Alright, so there you have it. That's the Atal'Dazar instance in World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. If you guys have any questions, or if there's anything you want to see or anything like that, just go ahead and let me know in the comments. And otherwise, thanks for watching.